Ah, ruined it. That was the one.
Silent. Phone on silent.
I have it on vibrate. Oh, 7 marketing tips. I got an email.
Oh wow, here we go.
Read
Right,
these out.
video. Read this.
Mobile devices are being used more than desktops to open emails. Tablet and mobile-friendly emails are a must. But then at the top it says, if this email does not display correctly, click here to view it in a web page. Amazing.
Nailed it. So it's been about a year since we first mentioned doing a marketing video. So we apologise, but we've got our act together, we've got some notes, and we're here, we're doing it.
It's going to be done
Marketing
properly.
today.
And we have to start this video with the usual caveat that we start all our business videos with, that it's just our opinions, it's just our thoughts. We're not trying to tell anyone what to do, we're not saying this is the best way to do everything, we're not saying we're experts. It's just our opinions, alright? You don't have to leave a fucking insulting comment saying you don't know what you're on about. We're not claiming to, alright? It's just giving our opinion. Yeah, because a lot of people ask in the comments. It's not like we're just like, oh, we need to tell the world how to do marketing. A lot of people keep asking in comments, oh, how do you market software? How do you market this? Blah, blah, blah. So this is why we're doing these videos.
Get ready.
Get ready.
Brace yourself.
Yeah.
Get some snacks, some popcorn.
Get some popcorn. You're going to be here a while. Right, so we wanted to explain, like, if you've made a product, you've got your business idea, maybe you've formed an actual company.
It's an amazing idea.
Best
you
idea
spent
ever.
Out
Best
years
idea.
and years making it. It's ready.
It's ready. It's all good. You've written some software. You've made a bench, whatever you're making, right? I don't know. You've got it all done. Then what? Like, a lot of people seem to think that just having the idea and making it, that's all you need to do. And then, everyone will find it and you'll be a millionaire, whatever. But it doesn't really work like that, does it?
No.
No.
Yeah, on some level, you have to start to get it out there. Now, we're going to go through several ways of either doing it, for free, sort of free marketing tips, or actual paid advertising, and sort of roughly what's the best way to do for like a small startup business.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, this is all aimed at like somebody like us who just runs their own business on their own, who's kind of starting with pretty much zero money. Okay, so yeah, if you've got tons of money to throw at marketing, you'd probably have a very different strategy to the kind of things that we're going to talk about. But this is aimed at, most of the people who are commenting, who are like, they've got an idea or whatever, they want to start a business on their own. What do they want to do?
Don't have thousands and thousands to spend on sort of an advertising campaign.
No.
So
Which I think leads on to the first point, is that spending or the advertising is very expensive to get any like decent return on it anyway. Like, you explained you got like, what was it, £2,000?
yeah, I was part of a business forum a few years back, and I did a Christmas competition, and the top prize was £2,000 worth of PR, and I was the winner. They're like, yeah. Whoa. So I was working on a new business idea at the time, so I decided to put this, to work on the new business idea to get it launched, to get it out there, and we spoke to the guy, the company, and did several press releases, wrote a couple, and sent them off to various. It was a business-based sort of B2B kind of business
networking thing.
Yeah. And so, we got his press release out there. It was all amazing, great. It's like, yay, whoa.
It's £2,000.
2,000 quid's worth.
So if you'd have actually put that in yourself, that'd be £2,000 out of your pocket.
You'd imagine to get on most advertising campaigns, you obviously expect to make money on your investment.
Yeah, you would hope so. That's the whole point of it, isn't it?
So the minimum amount I was looking at maybe getting back was roughly £2,000.
Or even if you got like 1,000 back, but it also got your name out there and whatever.
The exposure.
Yeah, at least you got some of your money back.
And
how much money did you get back?
Nothing happened.
Zero.
Nothing happened. A few clicks on the website, but that was about it. Especially at that point in launching a business for that sort of money. I mean, that £2,000 could be put to better use.
Yeah, that's like a lot of money when you're starting a business on your own with no money. Yeah. Like £2,000 is a hell of a lot.
And I think one of the Dragons on Dragon's Den said, if you're not spending 50 grand a month on marketing, don't bother. Like for a big company to get out there, you got to be throwing money at it. So you're getting into a PR company to do things for you, probably stay away from if you're a small business. So what sort of options are there out there if you are a small business and you want to market it, you want to advertise, and you have a small marketing budget? What's the best thing to do?
You don't want to spend a lot. I mean, I can only talk about what I've done, so I'm not saying this is going to work for everyone, right? I've personally never spent a penny on advertising, okay? And obviously it's gone pretty well, so that kind of proves that you don't need to spend it. What I have spent is time and effort. When I first started the software company, there's two things that I think helped get people to find it. One is that it was free. The very first few programs I made were completely free. And then all the programs that I've made since then that have been paid for, I've also had a free version. So that makes it a lot easier to market because you're marketing a free product. And then within the free product, there'll be like, not like really annoying like pop-ups and things like that saying buy the standard version or whatever, but there'll be like just an option to buy it, and like a list of features that you'll get if you buy the proper version. Proper, you know, I mean, paid for. So yeah, so the free versions are always intentionally like still good, like not severely limited and time limited and stuff like that. And sometimes I kind of thought I was putting too many features and things into the free version. I was like, what if everyone just is happy with the free version and no one buys the proper version?
Like AVG antivirus.
Yeah, like nobody's ever bought that.
Pays for AVG.
They must have, but yeah, like exactly like that. Like
Yeah.
people, you don't want to make the free version too good. It's hard. Like I'm not saying it's easy to just make a free version and a paid for version. I spend like hours thinking about like, oh, what features can I put in that one to make it still useful, but then still enough features in this one to make people want to pay for it. And because my software is aimed at businesses, I do find that a lot of businesses will just buy it anyway because they seem to have the impression that free software probably isn't allowed to be used in a business, because a lot of free software isn't. A lot of free software will just be free for personal use.
Which is like if you look looking at an app and you know there's a free version or a $3.99 version, you're going to buy the free version first.
Yeah, you
make
gotta
sure
look
you
at it.
like it before
Yeah.
you then invest.
Exactly, yeah.
And just to switch that around to someone who's not doing software,
Yeah.
when I was doing the car cleaning, my sort of equivalent to the free software was pictures and videos of cars I've done.
Yeah. Just
So
like to show you what-
people can see,
yeah.
you know, before or after pictures. So it's not always about giving something away for free in terms of the product.
You're at least showing your work, aren't you?
Yeah.
Showing the end result. Yeah, which is
people get, because obviously you can't just come and do one panel of the car
yeah.
and then they go, no, I don't think I'll have it done. So the best, you know, so look at your business and try and find a way to
Yeah,
add that.
that's the thing. Like, it's easy for me to say in software, yeah, there's a free version, there's a paid for version, but it's harder sometimes in other businesses to apply that. But again, I can only talk about what I've done. But the other thing that really helped market my software without spending any money was to just go on IT forums, look for people who are asking for the kind of software that I've written or mentioning something related to it, and just post and say, look, you've asked for a program that does this, this, and this. I've got a program, it's free, I mentioned the free version, that will do, you know, some of these things. And then maybe, because like I worked as an IT admin, you know, I knew a lot about what they were asking about. And I would, you know, suggest, here's some other ways you could do it. You know, if say they've asked for 3 things that they want to do, and my software does one of them, I'd be like, well, you know, my software does this, but here's how you can do the other 2 things. So I'm helping them out. I'm just being like a nice person. I'm just helping them, and that is generally what I was trying to do, is help people. But also, I'm advertising my software, and just look on forums, go to places like relevant places on the internet. And again, this is because we're saying about doing it for free. Find where people are looking for your kind of software, and this ties into the whole niche market thing, doesn't it? Like, if you're making something that's quite niche, it's easier to find places where people are just asking for that because it's such a niche thing. But the thing you don't want to do, and we mentioned about this before, is you don't want to just create a new thread or whatever on a forum saying, hey, look at my software, buy it. Like,
What we were saying about is offering them value, you know, something of value to them. Like when you were saying, you know, this is help. You know, you're looking for a software that does this. I've got one.
Yeah,
You're sort of being helpful as well. So rather than just saying, look, everyone buy my software. Like, this is amazing. So try and ask yourself, what value am I bringing? No one's going to promote your business, you know, off their own back or out of their own pocket.
No.
If you're not giving them something in return.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and that, like, if they've posted on the forum and you've replied and said, here's some software, they're going to be grateful. Assuming you've made decent software that does do what they wanted, they're going to be like, oh, cool, it's nice that this guy actually replied and told me where to find his software, even if it is his or whatever. Then yeah, you're getting like a good sort of word of mouth kind of thing going on. Like, people, I often find on forums now, I see people recommending my products. Like, I don't even have to go on the forums anymore and recommend them, because of the people that I've recommended stuff to in the past are now doing the same for other people, because they like the product and they like me and my company, I guess, because I've been helpful to them. If that makes sense.
Which is the same with the car cleaning. Was word of mouth was just the biggest advertiser. It costs nothing.
Yeah.
So if you look after your customers, once you get customers in, you look after them, you do it right, and they'll spread the word and tell everyone.
They're doing the marketing for you. Like,
which
you can't rely on that too much, but yeah, once you get it going and you hear about people actually spreading things for you, it's really.
If you're doing it. There's a statistic that says that if someone dislikes a business or has a negative experience, they'll tell 9 out of 10 people.
Yeah.
And if they like it, they'll only tell 1 or 2 out of the 10. Yeah. So you're up against it, but if you just got to be exceptional, you know, be really good.
You've got to try and do a good job. Like,
go above and beyond to look after your customers.
Yeah, don't just purely be in it to make as much money as possible and rip people off or whatever, because it just bites you in the ass.
It's not going to last long.
No. Yeah. You might do well for a few months or a year or whatever, but then it's chickens come home to roost and all that. Like, try and do a good job, and just like you said, like think about what you're actually giving people. Don't just be like, oh, I've made this program or whatever, I'm gonna sell it and make X amount of money. Like, think about why is it useful to people? How much can you actually charge for it? How much would you pay for it? I always think that's the best way to look at it. Is, would I find this useful? Like, would I want to buy this? And if the answer is maybe not, then you need to start again. Like, you've got to make a product that is actually doing some good, not just, I've come up with this idea, I think somebody will probably want it. Like, think about, would you actually want it?
Which it ties into the whole niche market and getting into a business that you understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then you'll understand where the value is. You know, it's like, I don't know anything about horse riding. Like, so I'm not in a horse riding business because I wouldn't know a clue. I don't know what horses eat. Like, do you know what I mean? So I can't say, oh, there's some cheese for horses. I don't know if we eat cheese. Like, you know what I mean?
It's a strange analogy, but I know what you mean.
Yeah. If you're following this, well done to you.
One thing I just want to touch on is customer relations, as in, like, when somebody email, like, all my contact with my customers is through email. Like, in 3 or 4 years of doing this, I think I've spoken to somebody on the phone twice. Like, just the way it is because of it's IT. IT people tend to just prefer email. So it's done through email. I always try to reply to emails like as soon as possible, because even if you're telling someone something bad, even if they're reporting a bug or something, you're saying, "Oh, sorry, yeah, there's something wrong with it. I'll have to look into it." If you reply to them straight away, they're going to be a lot happier. Like, I get so many responses back saying, "Wow, thanks for replying so quickly." Like, so many. Because a lot of other companies, like bigger companies, can't reply so quickly. So I think there's an advantage to being a small company, just being 1 or 2 people, whatever. There is an advantage. You can do things faster. Like, if somebody reports a bug, I can get it fixed within a day and send them a new version. Like, a big software company doesn't do that. It takes months. So yeah, there's that. There's replying to things quickly, keeping people happy. Even if you're telling them something bad, it turns a bad thing into a good thing if you've just at least responded.
It's
to
not like big companies have automated emails and then they take 12 hours to get back to you. I need to do that to look like a big company. Like, no. Like, don't try and think it'll be look like you say. The advantages to being a small business.
Yeah, there are. Like, sometimes it's better to try and I kind of take like a best of both approach. Like, I'll try and look like a big company, but if anyone like asks, how many employees have you got, or whatever, I'll happily tell them it's just me. Like, it's better, I think, like because a lot of my customers are very big companies. They probably wouldn't want to buy the software if they knew it was just one person. But a lot of them don't ask, and I'm not going to just stick on the email, by the way, it's just me. So, like,
the bottom. Yeah, just me.
So, like, it's like, if you like, I'll often say we can do this, like, as in me and the company kind of thing, like, rather than just, oh, I can do this, because then it makes it look really small time. So you want to, like, if you want to attract bigger customers, you need to look a bit bigger, but like you say, don't go out of your way to, like, just sort of do the bad side of things that big companies do, like automated email replies and things like that. Just reply to emails as soon as you see them. Like, it doesn't matter if it's 1 o'clock in the morning. If I'm awake, and I see an email come in, I'll reply to it straight away. So yeah, that keeps customers happy. And the social media side of things, you wanted to touch on, didn't you?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that it's best to do a social media well than to try and be on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and like
Snapchat.
Like, if you try and spread yourself too far, it's going to be no good. So like, if you pick Twitter, Twitter's great because you have interaction with customers and people can tweet you and you can like talk to them. Same with Instagram to a point.
Yeah.
So use it and use one well, and then eventually, because big companies have someone dedicated to doing Twitter, they have someone dedicated to the Facebook page. Like, so try and don't think you have to have all of them because everyone else has all of them.
Yeah. If you're actually replying to people's, like, if you post someone on Facebook because your company, somebody comments on it, if you reply to them, again, replying quickly and with a proper answer, it looks a lot better than if you've got Facebook and a Twitter and an Instagram, but you're not really replying to half of them. You're ignoring certain messages. Like with the YouTube stuff, we try and reply to all the messages and comments we get. We can't always, because we do get quite a lot.
Because there's some YouTubers that have like a Twitter account, but it's just a feed of the videos going live.
Yeah.
And so people are like, oh sweet, he's got Twitter, I'll message him, I'll ask him questions, and then there's no interaction. So then they're going to be like, well, what is this all about? Is there any point me following you? Because all it is just a subscriber feed like on YouTube.
We try and avoid that, don't we? We try and avoid just having on Facebook, just posting every new video that we put up, because then what's the point?
Because people know, but if you subscribe on YouTube, it comes up on YouTube for the most part.
Yeah.
And they've had some trouble, but
we'll post the occasional one on Facebook just in case people missed it. But it's not like our Facebook isn't just a repeat of all the videos that we posted on YouTube. Which I think, for business, again, it shouldn't just be boom, product. Like, you want to be interacting with people. You want to be asking them things. You want to be replying to the comments. Doing it well. I think that's the key thing. Yeah, so the
Okay.
like main points, just to summarise, because we probably edited some of this out. You don't have to spend a lot of money on marketing. It depends on the business. Okay, like software, maybe it's easier to market online than other certain other things. But yeah, like if you can have a free version of whatever you're doing, or like a trial or a sample or something, that at least people don't have to shell out money just to see if your product is any good, then you're going to get a lot more sort of brand awareness and recognition and word of mouth. So yeah, mention on forums and things if that's possible for your business, because that's a nice, easy way. And again, don't do it in a spammy, here's my product, please buy it, just on its own, nobody even asked for it kind of thing. Do it like in a find threads and find people who are looking for your product, because if you've made a good product, there must be people looking for it, because that's why you made the product. Yeah, reply to it in a useful way. Marketing, like expensive TV, magazine marketing, whatever. If you're a small business, probably not the way to go.
Probably avoid it. Social media, pick one, do it well.
Yep.
Respond.
And the main thing is doing a good job in it, because then you get word of mouth.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Word of mouth is your best friend. It's when you're starting a business, the customers you do get, be good, be professional, do it right, look after them, and then they'll go and they'll tell the world.
Yeah. But obviously you've got to get, like, don't rely on that too much. Don't be like, oh, I've had 2 customers who are really happy, therefore I can sit back and don't need to do anything else. Like, you've still got to, like, I don't do as much marketing now because, like I said, I see other people marketing it for me, and I get enough sales coming through to not warrant me spending all day just posting on forums and things still. But like for the first probably year or 2, I was still like all the time posting things. So yeah, like you've got to put in a lot of effort to get it out there. That's as important, if not more important, as making the actual product. Like we said, if there's no use you having the best product in the world if nobody knows about it.
Yeah, because hopefully people want to find out about your product, but they need to find out about it in the right way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're just going to be turned off from it. And
that was the other quick thing. This is not very quick because we're on 23 minutes. Other quick thing, apart from advertising my software on forums and things, I also made a blog, just like a WordPress blog, and that helped get a bit higher in like the Google search results and things. I did find a lot of people got to my website from the blog. So that helps, and again, just blogging about things that are useful to IT.
That, again, that's a value added. You're giving them value
you're
with
saying,
a blog
here's
post
some
about
tips.
whatever.
Helping
and
people.
then through that they then discover your website and the products.
Yeah. So it's been helpful to people, not just like because my blog isn't just purely new product. It, to be fair, the last few have been like that, but like it started off like again when the marketing is more important. It started off like just here's tips. Here's how to do so and so. Here's how to do this, and then you find people just drift onto the website because they've gone to the blog. They found the blog through Google, and then they just end up on the website and they see, oh, this guy's got some products that look quite useful.
Sweet, buy them.
So that's pretty much it. Hopefully we summarised it well there. I don't think we did. But
It was worth the wait.
Yeah.
It was worth the wait.
yeah,
I'm sure.
Any other business videos that you want to see? Let us
know in the
let
comments.
us know suggestions.
We'll do our best to
spend a year trying to make them. Yeah, it's gonna be so many disappointed people in the comments. It's like, can't believe we waited this long for this.
dislike for this.
But yeah, other videos that we've got coming up: GT86 modifications videos, which are terrible.
And finally revealing turbocharge or supercharge.
Supercharge thing. Yeah,
Decision time.
maybe the decision might be that I don't go for any of them. But I think you can probably tell from the fact that we're doing videos on it that wasn't the decision.
There has been the decision.
There's been a decision. So yeah, they'll be coming soon. We're going to do some videos on the Abarth as well, aren't we?
Yes.
People have asked about.
Couple of ideas. Maybe some more cinematic, like our early videos.
Yeah, I really want to do another one of them, but it just takes so long to film and edit. It's freezing fucking cold.
It's cold.
Is that it?
Right,
Is that
I'm
it?
done.
Is that we done? You're done.
I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm pretty much
I was
done.
done.
I've done this whole thing.
Started.
Forget him. Okay. Marking. It's been what you like.